I had the best childhood. I'm in between 4 brothers and 2 sisters, big Christian family. My dad's a minister, my mom's a stay-at-home mom. We grew up singing in churches and traveling around our town where we were, and we learned to harmonize together. It was wonderful. And at some point in my teen years, I decided, I don't know if I believe all this. Is all of this really true? I decided I wanted to walk away. I didn't want this, and I wanted to make my own path and find out what was really out there. So I left. I moved out, and I started singing in bars, doing shameful things with the voice that God gave me. But at that point, He showed me who my voice was, that it came from Him, that He gave it to me. But I still said, I don't know if I believe all this. And I found myself so empty. Long story short, as time would go, the Lord gave me opportunities. I would go to church and I'd be like, I'm going to go to church, even though I don't know if I believe this. I'm going to get in church and I'm going to see, what do they do in here? I want you to know at some point, I would feel the presence of God and I would be like, what is that I'm feeling? And I would think it's okay to raise my hands. It's all right, right? Because God was drawing me. And that empty place, I felt something inside like joy. I wasn't quite sure what it was. The Lord had a wonderful friend of mine who had been fasting and praying for me to call me one day, and he explained to me about God's grace. I believe that was the missing element to my salvation all of those years. The reason I couldn't really believe is because I didn't understand that God's grace covered me in the areas that I would fail and that no one could pluck me out of God's hand. When I understood grace, I finally fully surrendered my life to Jesus Christ. And now I can say that empty place that I had is now full of God and full of His presence, and no one can change that for me because now I'm surrendered, and where I was empty, I'm now full. Thank you, Jesus.